The forest world of Valor was quiet, almost too quiet. Tall green trees stretched as far as the eye could see. Their thick leaves blocked most of the sunlight, and mist hovered close to the ground. In the middle of this strange and wild forest, a small human research outpost sat alone. The outpost was not made for war. Its walls were light, and the defenses were basic. Still, it was a place where humans studied the planet, its plants, and the energy hidden beneath its soil. Commander Lucas stood on the balcony of the main building, looking out at the dense forest. His hands rested on the railing and his eyes scanned the horizon. Something felt wrong. He had been on this planet for 3 months, and the silence now seemed heavy. Megan, the scientist, came beside him. She held a small device in her hands, scanning the air. "Commander, look at this," Megan said quietly. The device beeped faster and faster. "There's a large presence moving through the forest. I don't know how, but they are heading straight for us." Lucas frowned. "How many?" he asked. Megan shook her head. "I can't tell. It's huge. And it's not natural. They are organized, like an army." Lucas took a deep breath. "Get the team together. We might need to prepare for a fight." Megan's eyes widened. "A fight? Commander, we are just a research outpost. We have no weapons strong enough for a battle. Even our defenses won't hold against them." Lucas nodded slowly. He knew she was right. They were just a handful of humans, and the forest around them hid enemies they had never seen before. Yet, he had to keep the team calm. Inside the main building, Lucas called the crew together. Daniel, the engineer, checked the energy systems. Lauren, the medic, prepared medical kits. Eric, the young scout, packed his small weapons and sensors. Megan shared what she had seen. "We are completely surrounded," Megan said. "Something big is coming for us, and they know exactly where we are." Lucas looked at each of his crew members. "Listen carefully. We are not going to surrender. We may be small, but we are not weak. We will hold this outpost until help arrives. Megan, find out what they want. Daniel, prepare traps. Eric, check the perimeter and report any movement. Lauren, get ready for injuries. We don't know how long we will last, but we will try everything." The crew nodded, their fear hidden behind determined faces. Lucas could see the tension in their eyes. Everyone understood the danger, but no one spoke of giving up. Outside, the forest seemed to move. Shadows slipped between the trees and strange noises echoed in the mist. Eric ran along the perimeter, careful not to make any sound. He saw large figures moving silently through the trees. Their bodies were tall, armored in dark, shiny material. Their eyes glowed faintly red. The sun climbed higher, but the forest of Valor offered little comfort. Mist lingered near the ground, and shadows shifted constantly among the trees. The humans inside the outpost were exhausted. Their muscles ached, their eyes were heavy, and the air smelled of smoke and scorched metal. The core, however, showed no sign of slowing. Their glowing red eyes and strange weapons moved steadily closer, testing every wall, every trap, every corner. Lucas stood at the observation window, watching the approaching enemy. His face was tense, but his eyes were sharp. He knew they were surrounded. He knew help had not arrived yet. And he knew that if the core reached the core beneath the outpost, the consequences could be deadly. Daniel ran up beside him, wiping sweat from his forehead. "Commander, the eastern wall is barely holding. Another attack like that and it will fall. I can reinforce it, but the generators won't last long." Lucas nodded. "Do what you can. Every second counts. We have to hold until help comes." Megan approached, holding her sensor device tightly. "Commander, the core is changing. Its energy readings are increasing rapidly. I don't know why. It's almost like it is reacting to the battle itself." Lucas's eyes narrowed. "Then it is alive in some way. We have to protect it at all costs. If the core reach it..." He did not finish. The thought was too dangerous. Lauren appeared from the hallway carrying supplies for the injured. "Commander, several crew members are badly hurt. We can patch them up. But they are weak. They may not last if the battle continues this way." Lucas shook his head. "We cannot stop now. Everyone stay with me. Stay alert. Protect the outpost, protect each other, and protect the core." Outside, the core began a coordinated assault. The larger elite soldiers led the charge, smashing through traps and firing strange energy weapons. Smaller core flanked them, moving quickly and silently. The humans could see hundreds now, surrounding the outpost from all sides. Eric crouched at a window, firing carefully. "They are too many. Even with the traps, we can't stop them all." Lucas looked at him firmly. "Then we do what humans always do. We fight smarter, harder, and faster. We use every advantage we have." The core reached the first wall. Explosions and energy beams tore through the defenses. Sparks flew, and metal groaned under the assault. Daniel shouted from the control room, "Commander, shields are at 50%. If they hit again, they will fail." Lucas grabbed his weapon and ran toward the wall. Eric followed him. "We have to hold!" Lucas shouted over the noise. The elite core smashed through a trap, staggering from the blast but continuing forward. Lucas fired carefully, aiming for weak points in their armor. Eric used a pulse gun, hitting joints and energy panels. For a moment, it seemed they might succeed in stopping them. Megan moved through the observation room, checking the sensors. "Commander, the core is pulsing faster. It's like it is aware of the battle. If we can hold it just a little longer, it might help us survive." Lucas nodded. "Then we hold. Every second counts. Focus on defense. Focus on survival. Humans do not give up." Lauren ran to the injured. "We need to keep moving. Stay with me, and we will survive." Hours passed, and the battle intensified. The core pushed closer, relentless and cunning. Their elite soldiers smashed through barricades, ignoring minor injuries, while smaller core moved silently, searching for weaknesses. The humans fought desperately, using every strategy, every trap, and every weapon they had. Daniel shouted, "Commander, the southern wall is about to collapse. I can hold it with reinforcements, but not for long." Lucas ran to the southern wall with Eric and 2 crew members. They fired from hidden windows, triggered traps, and reinforced weak points. The elite core struggled against the traps but pressed forward, showing incredible strength. Megan watched the core's energy readings carefully. "Commander, it is reacting to the stress. I think it is trying to defend itself. But if they reach it, I don't know what will happen." Lucas clenched his fists. "Then we cannot let them reach it. Protect it with your lives. Humans survive, and we will not let this planet fall." Outside, the forest was alive with the sounds of battle. Explosions, energy beams, and loud crashes echoed through the mist. Sparks flew from walls and trees, and smoke rose in thick clouds. The humans moved like shadows inside the outpost, taking advantage of every angle and every hiding place. Eric fired carefully, hitting weak points in the elite core. "They are strong, but they are not invincible. Keep firing." Daniel reinforced the shields wherever possible. "We can hold a little longer. Focus fire on the larger ones. Slow them down. We have to buy time." Megan's eyes widened as she checked the sensors again. "Commander, the core is pulsing faster than ever. I think it is aware of us. It may be trying to protect us, but it could also explode if the core reach it." Lucas nodded grimly. "Then we survive until help arrives. We have to. Humans never give up." As the sun rose higher, the humans fought with courage. Every trap triggered slowed the enemy. Every precise shot from their weapons took down another core. The walls were battered, and the outpost shook with the force of the attacks, but the humans held. Lauren shouted, tending to the wounded. "Keep moving! Stay alive! We survive together!" Eric fired from a window. "Commander, we are losing numbers. They are too many." Lucas's voice was firm. Then we fight smarter. Use traps, use angles, use everything we have. We are humans. We never surrender. Suddenly, a rumble shook the ground. The humans paused, looking at each other in surprise. From far above the trees, shadows moved. Daniel squinted. "What is that? Something is coming from the sky." Megan's eyes widened. "Could it be... help?" Lucas's heart lifted slightly. "It has to be. We just need to hold a little longer." The Corps did not stop. They pushed harder, sensing the humans were tiring. Elite soldiers smashed barricades, while the smaller Corps moved swiftly around the perimeter. Lucas ran along the walls, shouting encouragement. "Focus! Hold every point! We protect the Corps! Humans survive!" Eric fired from the upper window, hitting the elite Corps. "We are slowing them down! Keep going!" Daniel worked frantically, reinforcing walls and checking traps. "We can hold, but not for long." Megan's device beeped loudly. "Commander, the Corps is pulsing faster. I think it is trying to communicate or defend us, but if the Corps reach it..." Lucas shook his head. "Then we cannot let them reach it. We survive until help comes. That is all we can do." Lauren tended to the injured. "We can do this. Stay alive. Stay moving." The hours dragged on. The Corps pressed forward, but the humans adapted, moving carefully through the outpost, using every strategy and every weapon. Suddenly, a loud roar echoed from above the trees. Sparks and dust fell as large dropships appeared, descending through the mist. Shadows moved like giants over the forest floor. The humans looked at each other in disbelief. Daniel whispered, "It can't be. Is that help?" Lucas smiled faintly, though his face was still tense. "Yes. Earth's shock troops are coming. We just have to hold a little longer." The Corps noticed the dropships and paused, their glowing red eyes wide with surprise. Lucas nodded at his team. "This is our chance. Hold them until they land. Humans survive, and now help has arrived." Eric fired with renewed energy. "They are shocked. Keep going." Megan watched the Corps. "Commander, it is stabilizing. Maybe it knows help is here." Lucas gritted his teeth. "Good. Then we survive, and together we will fight them back." Outside, the forest was alive with tension. The Corps did not know what was coming. The humans inside the outpost fought with renewed courage, holding every point, slowing the enemy and buying precious time. Lauren shouted, tending to the wounded. "Stay alive! Keep moving!" Daniel reinforced the walls. "We can hold just a little longer." Eric fired carefully. "They will not break us! Humans survive!" Lucas looked at the approaching dropships, knowing the battle was about to change. "Get ready, everyone! Humans fight! Humans survive! Today, we will not fall!" And for the first time, hope returned to the outpost. Help was coming. The Corps would soon realize that humans were not easy prey, and the story of Earth's shock troops arriving to turn the tide would begin. Were the Corps, an alien species known for attacking human outposts when they wanted something. Eric ran back quickly. "Commander, they are coming. Too many to count, and they are fast. They know the terrain better than we do." Lucas frowned. "How many?" "I don't know, sir. Hundreds, maybe more." Lucas clenched his fists. "Then we prepare for the worst." As the sun began to set, the Corps approached the outpost. They moved silently, but the humans could see them now through the mist. The soldiers outside were armed with long, strange weapons that hummed with energy. Some carried devices that glowed with a purple light. The outpost's walls, small and light, shivered under the pressure of their presence. Inside, Lucas and the crew worked quickly. Daniel set up traps near the entrances. Small explosive devices were hidden in the trees, and energy sensors were placed to detect movement. Megan scanned the area, trying to understand why the Corps had chosen this location. She noticed something strange. Beneath the outpost, deep underground, The sensors showed a hidden energy source. "Commander," Megan said quietly, "I think they are after something beneath us. I don't know what it is, but it's powerful. Something they want very badly." Lucas's eyes narrowed. "Then we are not just defending ourselves, we are protecting something important." As night fell, the Corps moved closer. Their glowing red eyes shone in the darkness. They stopped just beyond the first layer of trees and stared at the outpost. A sudden silence fell over the forest, broken only by the soft humming of their weapons. The humans held their breath. Every minute felt like an hour. Lucas gathered his team. "We stay calm. We hold our positions. They may have numbers, but we have knowledge of this outpost. We can make them pay for every step they take." Lauren, the medic, nodded. "If anyone gets hurt, I'll be ready." Eric checked the traps one last time. "Everything is set, Commander. They will notice some, but most will surprise them." Daniel adjusted the energy shields. "We can hold for a while, but not long. If they break through, we will be in real trouble." Megan's voice shook slightly. "Commander, the energy readings from the core are strange. It's like they are powered by the same kind of energy as the core beneath us. Maybe they know it is there." Lucas frowned. "Then we must hold it at all costs. No one touches the core. We protect it, even if it kills us." Outside, the core began moving. Their formation was perfect. They circled the outpost slowly, cutting off any escape. The humans could see the glowing outlines of dozens of them, all moving silently but with deadly intent. Inside, Lucas looked at his team. "This is it. They want us, but we will not give up. Remember, we are humans. We fight to survive. We fight to protect what is ours. Stay together. Stay focused." The first attack came as a sudden roar. The Corps fired their energy weapons at the outpost walls. Sparks flew and metal groaned. The humans dived for cover. Daniel yelled over the noise, "Shields are holding, but not for long." Eric triggered the traps. Explosions shook the trees. Some Corps fell, but more moved forward, almost as if the traps had no effect. Megan continued scanning, her eyes wide. "Commander, they know where the core is. They are looking for it." Lucas gritted his teeth. "Then we make sure they don't get it. Hold your positions. Fire only when necessary. Protect the outpost." The battle raged on. Outside, the forest glowed with flashes of energy as the Corps fired their weapons. Inside, humans fought desperately, using everything they had. Every corner of the outpost became a battlefield. Sparks flew, alarms blared, and the ground shook under the assault. Despite the fear, the humans never stopped. Lucas moved from station to station, encouraging his team. "We are stronger than they think. We are smarter. Fight for every meter." Megan focused on the sensors. "Commander, the core is reacting. The stress is waking it up. If they reach it, it could explode." Lucas's eyes widened. "Then we cannot let them reach it. Everyone, hold them at all costs." Hours passed, but the Corps did not retreat. They were patient, waiting for the humans to make a mistake. The humans, however, fought with courage and determination. Every shot fired, every trap triggered, slowed the enemy. Every meter gained was a victory. By midnight, the outpost was battered and scarred. Smoke rose from the walls, and the ground was littered with debris. Yet inside, Lucas and his team were still alive. They were tired, hurt, but still determined. Megan whispered, "Commander, do you think anyone will come to help?" Lucas looked at her. His face was calm, but his eyes burned with determination. "They will. We just have to survive until they arrive. Humans always find a way." Outside, the Corps paused, their glowing eyes fixed on the outpost. They did not know that the humans they surrounded were about to see something they never expected. Somewhere beyond the forest, help was on the way. And when it arrived, the Corps would understand why humans should never be underestimated. For now, the humans held their ground, battered but unbroken. The forest was quiet again, but this time the silence was not fear. It was waiting for the battle to continue and for Earth's shock troops to land. The first light of dawn barely touched the forest when Lucas moved through the outpost. The walls were scorched, and the air smelled of burnt metal. Sparks flickered from damaged panels, and small fires burned where energy blasts had struck. The crew had worked all night to hold the line, and now exhaustion pressed on them like a heavy weight. Lucas checked on Daniel, who was fixing one of the energy shields. "How long can it hold?" Lucas asked. Daniel wiped sweat from his forehead. "Maybe 2 hours if we keep it steady. After that, the generators start failing. We won't last against their numbers for long." Lucas nodded. "Then we make every second count. Prepare traps and fallback points. We fight to the last meter if we have to." Megan joined them, carrying her sensor device. "Commander, I've tracked their movements. They are surrounding us completely. There is no easy way out. And they are organized. Too organized. They are not just attacking us. They are looking for something." Lucas frowned. "The core?" Megan nodded. "Yes, they are very aware of it. I think they want it for its energy. If they take it, this planet could be lost to them." Lauren, the medic, came running up. "Commander, a few of the crew are hurt. Minor injuries, mostly burns and cuts. I can handle it, but they need rest after this." Lucas sighed. "We don't have much time for rest, but take care of them quickly. We need everyone ready if they attack again." Eric appeared from a corner, his eyes wide. "Commander, I scouted the perimeter. They are moving closer, and there is something new. A group of larger ones, almost twice the size of normal core, carrying weapons I've never seen before. They are heading straight for the outpost." Lucas clenched his jaw. "Then we prepare for the worst. Everyone listen up. The larger ones are the elite. They will lead the attack. Our traps may slow them, but we have to fight smart. Stay inside, defend the walls, and watch your angles." Daniel placed the last of the traps near the entrances. "These should slow them down," he said. "Explosives and energy pulses. Anything to buy us time." Megan adjusted her sensors. "Commander, the core is reacting again. I think the core's presence is affecting it. If they reach it, I don't know what will happen. It could be dangerous, very dangerous." Lucas looked at her seriously. "Then we protect it at all costs. Everyone, remember, we are not just fighting for ourselves. We are defending something bigger. Stay focused." The sky began to lighten, and the first sounds of the core approached. The forest was alive with movement. Figures moved through the mist, their glowing red eyes fixed on the outpost. The larger core led the way, testing the traps and scanning for weak points. Lucas moved to the front line. "Hold your positions. Watch every corner. They may be bigger, but they are not invincible." The first clash came quickly. A large core smashed against a trap, and an explosion threw it back into the forest. Sparks flew as energy weapons discharged, cutting small craters in the ground. Other core continued advancing, their movements careful and calculated. Daniel shouted over the noise, "Shields are holding, but only barely." Eric fired from a hidden window, targeting the elite core. "They are strong but slow when using those weapons. Aim for their joints and weak points." Megan kept watching the sensors. "Commander, they are circling the outpost again. They want to find another entrance. I think they know the core is beneath us." Lucas clenched his fists. "Then we make sure they don't find it. Every entrance must be defended. We slow them down, trap them, and survive until help comes." Lauren moved through the crew, treating minor injuries. "Stay focused. Keep moving. Don't stop. If you rest, even a little, you could be hit." Hours passed, and the battle continued. The core pressed forward, testing the humans' traps and defenses. They were relentless, patient, and smart. Every attack revealed new tactics. The humans adapted, but fatigue was beginning to show. Lucas called the team together in a brief pause. "Listen, we can't keep fighting like this forever. But we are stronger than they think. We know the outpost. We know the traps. And we have each other. Stick together, trust your skills, and we will make it through this. Megan pointed to the sensors. Commander, the core is unstable. The energy is growing. If they reach it, it could explode. We must protect it. Lucas nodded. Then it stays protected. No one goes near it except for the team assigned to defend it. Everyone else, hold the walls. Eric ran back to a post near the perimeter. They are approaching again. The elite group is leading and the rest are following. We are outnumbered, but not outmatched if we fight smart. Daniel triggered a trap near the main gate. A loud explosion threw several core backward. Sparks and smoke filled the air. The humans cheered briefly before realizing the battle was far from over. Megan focused on the sensors again. Commander, the core is reacting to the stress. It might be trying to defend itself. If we can hold, maybe it will help us. But we have to survive until then. Lucas looked at his team. Then we hold. Every meter, every second, every shot counts. Do not let them get near the core. As the sun rose higher, the forest glowed in the morning light. The core pressed forward, their numbers seeming endless. Lucas and his team fought with everything they had. Traps slowed the enemy. Energy blasts from the walls cut down several, and strategic firing points caused confusion among the attackers. Still, the core adapted. They used the terrain, moving silently through the trees and avoiding traps when possible. Their larger soldiers smashed through barricades, showing incredible strength and resilience. Daniel shouted from the control room, "Commander, they are breaking through the eastern wall. I need help." Lucas grabbed a weapon and ran toward the eastern wall. Eric followed him. The larger core were smashing through defenses, ignoring small traps. Lucas fired carefully, aiming for joints and weak points. Eric used a pulse gun to hit the armor, forcing the larger core to stagger. Lauren moved quickly, tending to crew members hit by stray blasts. "We have to keep fighting. Do not give up." Megan adjusted the sensor device. "Commander, the core is pulsing stronger. I think it is aware of the battle. If we can hold, it may help us. But the core are closing in." Lucas looked at the approaching enemies. "Then we hold. Everyone, fight like humans. Fight like the strongest species in the galaxy. We do not surrender. Not now, not ever." The battle became a struggle for every inch of the outpost. Explosions, energy beams, and screams filled the air. The humans moved with courage and determination, slowing the core at every turn. Every shot counted, every trap mattered, and every second bought them more time. Hours passed. Sweat, blood, and exhaustion filled the humans' bodies, but they never stopped. They were surrounded, outnumbered, and battered. But their spirit was unbroken. Megan looked at the core readings again. "Commander, it is reacting even more. I don't know if it can help us, but it is like it knows we are fighting for it." Lucas nodded. "Then we keep fighting. Protect the outpost, protect each other, and protect what lies beneath. Humans will not be defeated, not on this planet, not anywhere." The core continued their attacks, but the humans adapted and fought back. Every trap triggered, every shot fired slowed the enemy. Lucas moved among his team, encouraging them, sharing courage. Eric fired from a hidden window. "We can do this. We are human and humans never give up," Lauren shouted, tending to the injured. "Keep moving. We survive together." Megan focused on the sensors. "Commander, something is happening with the energy. It is like it is alive. I don't understand it, but maybe it is trying to protect us." Lucas looked at the approaching core. "Then we survive until help arrives. Hold your ground. We are human. We fight, we survive, and we win. Remember that." As the sun climbed higher in the sky, the humans held their ground. The core pressed forward, but they could not break the human spirit. The outpost was battered and scarred, but inside, the crew fought with courage. Somewhere beyond the forest, a faint rumble began. Lucas felt it through the floor. He looked at Megan. Do you feel that? Megan nodded, eyes wide. I think something is coming. Help! It's coming. Lucas smiled faintly. Then we hold just a little longer. Humans never give up. And when help arrives, the Corps will see why. The forest remained alive with the battle. But now hope began to grow in the hearts of the humans. The fight was not over, but survival was within reach. They just had to hold until the arrival of Earth's shock troops, their only hope against the overwhelming Corps army.